Okay, here we are. Windsurfing.TV is back on the roof and it's training diaries time. This time, well, we're not in Pozo. As you can see behind me, we have a new view. We have a new roof and it is sunny Tenerife. Behind me, you can see Pozo Beach. Yes, we made the long trip all the way over from Pozo and we thought we'd get here early to put in the work. It's always good to have a change. I was in Pozo for about a month, so it's always good to change things up. We made it across on the ferry. There's a couple of different ways you can go on the plane, which pretty much takes you to 5 minutes away from the spot here, El Medano, which is the town. Or you can just nip up to the ferry, get the ferry across and get some nice people to pick you up. Luckily, I know some nice people over here, and the guys at the TWS Centre picked me up in the van, which was very lucky. Me and Justine had quite a lot of kit, and Bartek, main guy in the centre, was kind enough to pick us up and, you know, sort us out. We moved into our lovely new accommodation. I say accommodation, is more the kit storage on the beach. Bruno, a mate that we met a couple of years ago here, hooked us up, and we are in prime position right on the beach in Pozo. So we're keeping the kit there. We're actually staying in the apartments here above Pozo, so we are totally sorted. So big up to Bruno and definitely TWS Centre. If you haven't been to Tenerife, I have to say, I'm going to give them a big up because they did sort me out. Definitely check out the centre. They used to be the OTC, the official test centre. It's kind of like a hire centre but different. They've got kit from everyone. So the idea is you kind of go there and you can try all the different kit from all the manufacturers, test them all, you know, they've got all the new Fanatic sort of new Freewave stubby boards. They've got all the new Quattros, got that mini, whatever it's called, Froster, Rocket, mini something. They've got the Goyas. I think they're going to get some Simmers in, which is good news. Starboards. They've got all the brands. So definitely, if you need a lift from the airport, you need a transfer, you want hooking up, you want to get some gear, it's the same gear as Pozo. But if you come to Tenerife, the TWS Centre are the way to go. And obviously, they're supporting the Diaries, which obviously might be a bit short this time because I'm off to Fuerteventura in a couple of days to commentate on the freestyle, obviously the PWA World Cup there, and then the slalom, and then I'm coming back here for the World Cup in Tenerife. But you don't want to hear about that. You want to hear about the windsurfing and who is here at the moment, who is training for the PWA World Cup, because to be honest, what date are we now? We're about the 19th, so in about just under 2 weeks' time, the PWA in Tenerife will kick off here. Now, let's start off by saying who's here. Well, we've got to kick it off with Dany Bruch. Dany Bruch is the main organizer for the event here. So he's got to organize the event, which is no mean feat when you're trying to compete as well. He was obviously 5th in Pozo. People who don't know Dany Bruch, he's been going a long time. I think in 1998, he was Junior Production Board World Champion. So what's that? That's nearly 20 years ago. He was full competing. So, you know, that was when he started on the tour, dropped off the tour, came back, well, probably 10 years ago now, and he's been super strong ever since. He started off the year pretty well in Pozo. He might be a little bit disappointed, but a 5th place in Pozo is a tough one. So he starts off there. He's got new sponsors this year. He's got Flight Sales, who are based actually here in Tenerife. His wife is pregnant, and she's about, well, they're giving her the due date of just after the competition. But maybe with the stress of the competition, we might be seeing a little... He's got his fingers crossed that it's just after his heats, he says. So yeah, Dany Bruch, going to be interesting. I think his best result that I can remember here in Tenerife, well, in recent history, 2nd in 2011. So he's got the skills. And looking on the water, I only had a quick filming session the other day because I wanted to go sailing. But quick filming session, he was doing some sick turns. He's got a way of finding nice waves here and getting loads of spray, finding open face. Now that is not easy to do here in Tenerife, find that open face, and Dany Bruch definitely does that well. He's also got the 360s on lock. Had a couple of weird, strange ones as well, but he's definitely got the 360s down. But his turns is where it's about. I did it like a kind of an amazing save the other day when I was watching. It was in 360, and he's in the white water, and he's just ding, ding, ding. You're thinking, no way, he's not getting this. And then at the end, just pulls it up. So yeah, Dany Bruch, he's got the jumps as well down. You know, he's got the one-footed backies, although like we saw with a few guys actually coming here. I saw John Sky, who was over the other day, under-rotating back loops. I've actually done it as well. So after Pozo, there's kind of this weird transition where when you go for your back loops that you do in Pozo, you get back here, and the way the angle of the wind and everything is, you kind of under-rotate. Don't ask me why, but I'm definitely found it. I've seen a few other people finding that as well. So yeah, Dany Bruch was out there and definitely throwing down some moves, and he looks like he's going to be a contender. Who else? Well, Mussolini. You know, he is definitely a contender. Although when I was filming again the other day, he just popped out 360, couple other moves, straight back in, and that was the end of his session for me. But obviously he's had some great results over the years. He finished 4th in Pozo, so you know, 2 guys inside the top 5 are already here, already locals, know this spot. They're pushing hard, and they're on the water a lot. Then we've got, what, 3rd in Pozo? Is he here? Yes, he is. Jaeger Stone. He's actually in the garage next to me on the beach, so he has prime position as well. He's been out doing the early morning shift. He was out there with Felix, the other Australian. They're staying together, and he was out there pretty early getting his moves in. He doesn't like to sail when it's crowded, but he's been putting the work in. And you know Jaeger Stone, he's got those turns, and he kind of, you can see him just finding speed and using the wave more here. He's got kind of this slow bottom turn. I mean, not in a bad way, but a powerful slow bottom turn. He coils up and then just bangs off the top, like always throwing the fins out. Just seeing really good turns from him. Yeah, I mean, fins always out, you know, getting blown out the back, and it's kind of this explosive sort of power as well, a few jumps going down as well. So I think over the years, Tenerife has definitely been his best event. This is the one he feels most comfortable. He was unlucky not to maybe win last year, let's say. And when he came on tour, I think it was a few years ago, he'd been off tour getting his physio. We're not actually underneath the airport, I don't know if you can hear that now. But when he came back from that, he got a 3rd podium, and I think that's what gave him the inspiration to get back on tour. So expect Jaeger Stone to be going hard. 3rd in Pozo. Is he going to get his first event victory here in Tenerife? Well, he's here early, like I said, and he's looking very, very comfortable. The top 2 guys, Victor Fernandez and Philip Costa, are not here. They usually don't turn up too early, but at least a couple of days, a week before, so we're not going to see them, I don't think, in the time I'm going to be here. Other guys who, well, stand out, Adam Lewis. Again, quick run out the other day, 360, and he looks, again, very comfortable here in Tenerife, but we didn't see him much on the water, and I was kind of wondering, why are we not seeing Adam Lewis on the water much? Amanda Beenan, not really on the water much. Well, apparently, Pokemon Go has got them. At this point, I really would love to have the footage of them charging around with their phones, but I don't. I do have a few screenshots with my secret sources got of a conversation on a text message for Adam Lewis, who's gone, his girlfriend's a pro surfer, and she's competing in Portugal at the moment, and he was excited to get to the other airport because there was certain Pokemons at these airports, but apparently the server crashed and he was devastated. I have no clue. I haven't even downloaded the app. I do not know. But yeah, that's maybe why Adam Lewis isn't on the. No, Jesus Christ, we got to watch these boys. We've got to keep them under control. Who else did we have? Like I say, John Sky was out there the other day. He's been over here testing RRD. Obviously, Musso here. That's the RRD connection. He's been a very busy boy. So Moritz Mauk, again, he's going to be one to watch here in Tenerife. He showed up really, really pushed himself up a few years ago with some great result here in Tenerife, or some great heats at least. He was just having some amazing turns, and we've seen him here this week, and he's still got that flowing style. He's got that 360, which he seems to land off pretty much nothing. It can be a tiny inside section, no power. He still managed to find the pop. So Moritz, I'm kind of thinking, is this going to be, he's going to push into that top bit? Not many jumps to go down in Tenerife. It's going to be interesting even trying that clay, which was Musso's sort of signature move. That's at the 360 and you spin back round the other way. We saw Alessio Stilrich, Victor Fernandez doing that in Pozo, and it was scoring good. Maybe wild cards to this event too. Maybe not if you live here, you will know them, but Julian is definitely one of the young guns coming up at the moment, and he is definitely one to watch. Got a really nice wave riding style, sort of throws the fins, like powerful, gets a bit, nice bit of spray. He's been getting some 360s. I think the one I got, I didn't quite get him. His foot come out, but very powerful. Looked really nice. But it's all about the turns for Julian. He's got a nice sort of powerful style, and he was trying the sort of new moves like a goiter come air tacker thing, and the first one was not really going well, and then he launched this quite big one, and I thought, there's a chance, but he could be one who could sneak in. He nearly beat Ricardo last year, so, you know, Julian Salmon, the junior, he was in Pozo in the juniors, he could be one who could just creep in and take a few people down. Obviously, I've been out there, got a new sunglasses sponsor, Lip Sunglasses, quick plug, Lip Sunglasses. You check the website, I tell you what, these boys are pushing. Got some water glasses, I went out the other day to check them, but anyway, I had a quick session, more about them throughout the year. Quick session, I was quite enjoying it, I have to say. Tenerife's one of my favourite places, not super windy, but a nice wind and nice little lip to smash, so it's been one of my favourite events. Justina Shaddy, obviously, she's here with me, and she's been busting out. I got a filming her of a light wind session the other day, starting to get a little bit more lift on her forwards, even in the light wind, so that was good to see. And we do have a few, obviously, guest appearances, which I don't know the names. You don't want to call them randoms, but to us, well, to me on the camera, I was sitting in Bruno's house filming, and I'd have to say there was one move that stood out, and it was the Sergei Bubka pole vault forward, and it made me let out a little ooh, proper endo killer loop. Oh, perfect. I didn't quite land it, but it was nice to see the old killer loop coming back. We also saw the great sort of, I think in snowboarding it's called when you catch a toe edge and you go over the front and slide. And this dude just slides up his sail, and you're thinking he must have took some skin off with that one. And then obviously, you know, we've been to Pozo, you get the Rocketman. Well, Tenerife is no different, because we have yeah, some nice rockets going down there. We're not in Pozo, but the Rocketman is living strong in the windsurfing world. And yeah, how about anyone at home, if you've got any good Rocketman pictures, hashtag Rocketman on Instagram or on Facebook, and we'll give you a shout out in the next Diaries. So put your name and where it was, and we'll do a sort of a Rocketman montage, so just at the top of the jump picture, and we'll stick it in the next Diaries. So yeah, that is it for here in Tenerife. Like I said earlier, I'm off to Fuerteventura for the PWA World Cup, which is looking like it's going to be stonking. First freestyle, then slalom. So that's going to be exciting. That's coming up this coming week. Another big up to the TWS Centre, the Tenerife Windsurfing Solutions. Check the website below. Like I said, if you need a transfer, you need your gear hiring, I do suggest you go there. They have all the array of all the new stuff, and they're good chaps, and they'll sort you right out. Down in the other bay, not in Cabezo, you can sail up wind, you can sail the wall. They'll give you the full rundown. They also do slalom training in the winter, but more on that this winter when we do our roundups. So thanks again tuning in. Tenerife Diaries, I don't think there will be another one. We just haven't got time. So the next time you probably hear my voice in Tenerife, it'll be for the World Cup. The official trailer is out now, and it's quite exciting. Will Philip Costa get another victory here? Obviously, he didn't get it last year, did he? I think Victor won last year, but he's won a lot of times. You know, he's already lost to Victor in Pozo. Can Victor get it back? Will Jager get his first victory? Or will one of the locals or maybe someone else come up? It's going to be exciting. So stay tuned to Windsurfing.TV. If you like these videos, like them on Facebook. If you do that, it really helps us out, gets more viewers, gets more people looking at the stuff, and we can get bigger, better, and stronger. Oh yeah. All right. See you next time.
You better watch Windsurfing.TV or I kick your ass, motherfuckers.